Dr. Goodkin going to tell us a joke.
Okay, plumbers are fans of athletic events. They like to cheer for the team because they are rooters.
Oh, wow. Oh, all right. Every morning I hear Dr. Goodkin tell another joke. That's incredible. So how many languages do you speak then, Dr. Goodkin?
Who knows?
Who knows? But you know Yiddish, you know...
Yeah, I know, but I don't know a few words from crossword puzzles. I learned a little bit of French, and well, I have an Italian dictionary and a French dictionary and a Spanish dictionary, a Hebrew dictionary, a German dictionary. No, I think that's all.
So you were born in
Chicago.
Chicago in 1918. 1918. That's exactly 101 years ago. My goodness. How many people can live 101 years and sharp like you? And
Well, quite a few people live longer than that in Okinawa.
uh-huh.
But to do that, you have to stay in Okinawa and eat their diet.
Oh, I see. There is a reason for that.
Yeah, they eat a lot of fish,
Okay.
mostly fish.
Mostly fish.
It's an island.
And fish is the purest animal basically in the world.
Except for the fact that small fish are healthier to eat than big fish. Why?
Because they don't eat a lot of garbage.
No.
No?
All fish get some mercury. But the smaller the fish, the less mercury there is. And the bigger the fish, the more poisonous mercury is in the fish.
Oh boy, I didn't know that.
And if you eat enough mercury, according to, if you remember the story of Alice in Wonderland, there was a Mad Hatter. All hatters lose their mind because in order to manufacture a felt hat, you have to use mercury. And they inhale the mercury.
I see.
And they lose their, and they become mad. They're
Oh,
a Mad
wow.
Hatter.
Oh wow, wow. There are so many reasons for everything. That's
And
amazing.
did you hear what I said this morning about the difference between a tramp and a vagrant and a hobo?
No, I really didn't understood.
Okay, a tramp and a vagrant are people who don't want to work. A hobo does want to work. He's called a boy who uses a hoe as a migratory farmer. The only thing they have in common is they don't pay for their transportation on a train because they hop a freight.
That's funny.
It's true.
It's true. Okay, it was what, hobo and...
Yeah, the hobo he was originally called a hoe boy.
Uh-huh.
The boy who uses a hoe to help the farmer on the farm.
Gotcha. So the whole boys are basically working in the farm.
Right.
And the other two, they never work.
They don't believe in working.
They don't believe in work. Maybe they're Democrats, who knows?
Okay, very good.
Do you know, in this election, there are over 22 Democrat candidates that they all promise
Something.
everything.
Yeah.
Many of them promise free healthcare, free education, and some of them even believe that the world going to end in 12 years.
Okay, I'm going to give you a little story.
Yes.
The idea of having single-payer health care is an exceptionally good idea. It's been used in Europe from the time I started medical school and before. When I got out of medical school and I finished my internship, I opened my office in 1944 and joined the Kiwanis Club
Where?
in Bell Gardens, the poorest neighborhood you can think of, people on welfare.
What state?
Los Angeles area.
Oh, Bell Garden, Los Angeles.
I mean, it's a suburb of
Yeah.
all right.
in,
Bell Gardens.
In LA metropolitan.
And 85% of my patients were on Medi-Cal,
Oh,
which means
John.
they're on welfare. Okay. Anyway, I joined the Kiwanis Club, and everybody there has to make a speech. So in 1944, I said, what this country needs is single-payer health so you wouldn't have to have insurance companies sell you health insurance, and they wouldn't have to pay dividends to their. We shouldn't make profit out of people being sick.
That's correct.
Okay.
But that's a big business, Dr. Goodkin.
Yeah. And when I did that, they said, "You're a communist." So I quit.
Wow.
And tell you what, I'll tell you why I'm not going to vote for Bernie Sanders.
Yeah. Not because he's Jewish.
Bernie Sanders is allegedly Jewish. He was born Jewish.
Uh-huh.
But he's an anti-Semitic Jew.
Yes, and he's a communist.
No, he's not a communist.
No?
He's pro-Palestinian.
Oh my God. That's a communist.
Anyway, he's not going to get my vote.
I hope not.
Although he's going on single payer, that's what he's pushing.
Yes.
If it weren't for that, if it weren't for the fact that I don't like him and that he has bad qualities, I would vote for
You
him.
would vote for him.
For
But
that
it costs so much money though. They're talking about $32 trillion.
All right, so how much are we paying for health insurance?
Much more than that for
All
sure.
right, that's the answer.
Yeah.
You see?
The whole health system in the United States is broken.
The United States is 43rd in the world in life expectancy and infant mortality.
Really?
Very, very poor because of the system. And it costs much more for health care than any place else in the world.
Yeah, because the doctor and the lawyer is robbing people off.
It's because there's something called lobbying, and
Yes.
lobbying is a synonym for bribery.
That's correct. Well, let's American know exactly what we think.
In other words, we started out as a democracy, but we're no longer a democracy.
That's correct.
We are now an oligarchy.
That's correct.
We're being ruled by the people with the most money.
That's correct. Not
Okay.
because Trump is president, but otherwise. I mean, Trump is a multi-billionaire too.
Trump has achieved certain things by means of not strictly not strictly honest methods. He's declared bankruptcy several times.
Yeah, well, that's a business in the United States.
All right, the point is, he's not what I would call an ethical person.
Well, how many ethical persons you know in American politics?
Maybe one.
Who?
I'm not sure. Anyway, aside from that, I'm going to tell you right now one of the things that bothers me a great deal. It's against the law in every country in the world except the United States and New Zealand to advertise on television for a prescription drug.
Yes.
Did you know that?
Yes.
I told you that before.
Yes.
And the reason it's against the law is because it's immoral, unethical, and harmful.
I agree.
The idea there is that you're convinced because the advertisement sells you an idea that that particular product is very good. Every single one of those products are extremely expensive and usually dangerous.
Agree. And if you look television like I do, 90% of the commercials belong to insurance company,
Or drugs.
drug company, and basically that's the most commercial that you can
All right.
see.
For example, they give you something if you have a condition called psoriasis. If you read that commercial, psoriasis is a itchy condition that sometimes is severe, sometimes it's not, and you can control it partly with cortisone cream and all kinds of things like that. But they want you to take the product that they have called TALZ, which can give you tuberculosis, cancer. You can die from it, but that's all right, because while they say all these bad things about it, they have people smiling.
I don't know.
They smile. And anytime they tell you what's wrong with the stuff they're recommending, the people are smiling.
Yeah, why they're smiling, really?
It means they're very happy with that medicine because
Yeah.
they don't pay attention to other things that can happen to them.
Because they're brainwashing, basically,
No,
American
they're
people.
actors. They're actors or actresses who are smiling because they do that smiling while they talk about the bad things that can happen to you.
That's correct. Almost every advertising that I see on TV regarding to medicine, they kind of mumble in the end of it, that's going to cost this. But don't pay attention to whatever going to happen to you.
Yeah, and wait a minute. Here's another thing they say that's impossible. Don't take it if you're allergic to it.
That's correct. How do
How
I
do
know?
you know before you take it?
Ask your doctor. That's another thing.
That reminds me of a joke by a famous comedian who died a long time ago. He says, how do you make money on the stock market? Very easy. You buy the stock when it's low, and after it goes up, you sell it and you make money. But if it doesn't go up, don't buy it.
Uh-huh. Very true.
What do you mean? If it doesn't go up, don't buy it.
Don't buy it.
No.
No?
How can you say it doesn't make any sense, does it?
Of course that's not making
Well,
sense.
that's the answer. That's why it's a joke.
Yeah, it is a joke. I agree.
Will Rogers. His name was Will Rogers. Did you ever hear of Will Rogers?
Yeah, of course.
That was his joke.
Of course. Well, Dr. Goodkin, it's always a pleasure talking to you. I hope we continue our conversation in the future.
All right, when I go home, I'm going to eat a dish of yogurt with a calcium pill.
Yes, of course. And you don't have a list? I mean, you don't forget your daily routine? Or just get used to it?
No, I tell you what I do. Sometimes I have to remember what the order of the supplements. So when I'm down to my last bottle, I look at it. I look at my supply. That's when I put it on my list to order.
I see. Great. So today's conversation, actually, that's a great treasure for a lot of people to look at it. I'm going to put almost everyday conversation in YouTube. So
On the YouTube,
yeah, YouTube.
don't mention my name.
No, of course not. Of course not. Dr. Goodkin, thank you so much. Appreciate that.
Muchas gracias, señor.
Okay, take
Hasta
care.
hasta la vista.
You have a good day.
¿Comprende español?
No, not at all.
Sure, you must have a little bit.
Yeah, I know poquito and bonita and,
Yeah, hasta la vista means I'll see you later.
and mi vida and
En la mañana means two
el de
things.
mañana.
No,
yes.
en la mañana means two things. In the morning or tomorrow.
Oh, okay. Probably tomorrow. Tomorrow is a Shabbat. You have a good Shabbat, Dr. Goodkin. You have a good day.
Your Shabbos, I always go to Newbury Park, and you go someplace else.
I know.
You go spend the night where you're going away
Yeah,
for Shabbos.
I sleep in Yemeni synagogue every Shabbat.
Inside the shul?
Inside the shul, there's a room, and I have my own bed, my sleeping machine, and...
You mean they don't charge you extra?
No, they don't.
Very good.
I know.
Okay, so tell me about the Yemenite synagogue. Why is that different from Manishtana? Why is it different?
If one Shabbat you want to come and attend the Yemenite synagogue, you see the tremendous, beautiful singing of prayer in Leil Shabbat, on Erev Shabbat, on the night of Shabbat, we start usually about half an hour earlier than anybody else. And that's incredible.
Why, first of all, they call it a Yemenite.
Yes.
You don't have to be a Yemenite to be there.
Not at all. Anybody. The synagogue
Well,
is open to every Jew.
I know, but there are some Yemenites there.
Most 90% of Yemen
Are from Yemen.
Yes.
So what language do they speak?
They speak Hebrew mostly, English, and
Speak Hebrew and what else?
English,
Yeah.
and Hebrew, and any other language that they
All
know.
right, but you spent some time in Israel, right?
I spent 10 years in Israel all my life.
That's a good reason for you to be able to speak Hebrew.
No, I spoke Hebrew prior to my immigration to Israel. I spoke Hebrew when I was 5 years old.
In Iran?
Yes, at that period, I don't know where I was, but I guess it was in Iran, yeah.
Yeah, well, I learned to speak Yiddish Maybe I was three years old. It began.
Wow.
That was the first language.
Wow.
And
Anyway.
I learned English after I went to school. I didn't.
Dr. Goodkin, we spoke over 15 minutes and 10 seconds. So we're going to stop this and we're going to continue again daily, okay?
Not daily.
Okay, every other day. Thanks so much, Dr. Goodkin. You have a good day. Shabbat Shalom.